Water today, man. No coffee. Have to drink the water today. Cramp it up like a little bitch. Yeah, and yeah.
I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing a point. I need a coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint.
Temperance.
Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint.
Temperance.
Coffee in the joint, coffee in the joint.
Higher than an F-16 at Walgreens. Trying some hot drops in a bottle of Listerine.
Woo! Woo! Yeah, I'll be
bottle of Listerine.
Woo! welcome. It's
We're back.
it's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday on Joints and Friends. It seems like Tuesday should be some kind of day.
Hey, I got a question. What do you mean it should be some kind of day?
You know, like Wednesday's hump day, Friday's weekend day, Friday beer day, Monday's football day. What's Tuesday? Tuesday, Thursday night football. There's nothing Tuesday.
Well, once a year, there's Fat Tuesday.
Which has nothing to do with fat anyway, though, right?
Well, it is. I mean, Mardi Gras, translated literally.
Stop. I got yelled at yesterday, first of all.
About what?
Hold on. Like Jesus isn't in the camera. There you go. There you go.
What's up?
Yeah, there you go. So you're in there.
Anyway,
sorry.
Mardi Gras is French,
Right.
or maybe Latin.
No, I think it's French.
Okay, for Fat Tuesday. It like literally means Tuesday fat.
Correct.
Fat
It has
Tuesday.
nothing to do with fat. It has to do with beads and titties.
Well, do you want me to educate you, or do you
Sure,
just want me wrong?
Well, I'm not wrong.
You are wrong.
Mardi Gras is all about beads and titties.
You're talking about the celebration of what do they call that?
Mardi Gras.
No, it's gosh, it's another country's tradition. It's Brazil's tradition that we've brought to New Orleans. We celebrate it at the time of Mardi Gras, which is right before Lent. However, it's been mixed with Catholic tradition, and it's there's two different things happening, and the only one you know about is the one that doesn't have anything to do with the church, is what it seems.
Well,
So originally,
that seems right.
the only reason Mardi Gras exists is because Lent exists. Lent is the 40 days before Easter
You choose not to eat candy.
that I choose not to eat candy, but the Christian church I would say internationally, and for the most part, most Christian churches will choose to fast something. Now, it started in the what we now call the Catholic tradition, which was just the church tradition back in the day, before there were other versions of church. The church tradition was to fast meat.
Right.
And then later, like certain Catholics were like, well, we kind of like to eat fish. And so that's why McDonald's always serves the fish sandwich as a special during Lent, because Catholics will eat fish, but not red meat.
Sure.
Or they might eat pork, but not red meat, right?
Wait. Whoa. I think they won't eat red meat?
During Lent.
Oh, just during Lent.
Correct.
Well, that's still too long. I ain't going nowhere without
It's a tradition of Lent is to celebrate the sacrifice that Jesus made for us on the cross.
Sure.
And so then a Christian celebrates something for 40 days. Why 40 days? Because that's the number of days Jesus fasted before he went into his ministry. When he went into the desert and fasted for 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness, and then at the end of that, Satan came and tempted him 3 times, and he resisted those temptations. And then he went on. That's where the whole thing. He was super hungry, and then they was like, "Why don't you just turn this stone into bread?" And then you could eat the bread. And Jesus is like, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word of God, every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Anyway, I thought
We
maybe
must
you're
have watched
familiar.
a different movie, because I watched 40 Days and 40 Nights, and it wasn't anything about that.
No. That was based on this.
It was?
So you're talking about the 48-year-old virgin?
No.
no?
40 Days and 40 Nights.
What was that
It's
one?
like a comedy romance.
but it is about fasting from sex for 40 days.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
I didn't put the two together.
yeah,
but
so
that's
that was again somebody using the Lenten idea to fast from something, in this case, fasting from sex for 40 days of Lent. The 40 days is again because Jesus took 40 days, and that's specifically in the Bible. That's why we use the 40
He
days.
must have been working on Sydney Sweeney.
And then, well, he wasn't creating anything at that point, but and then he went into his ministry. So Christians have done that. They sacrificed red meat was kind of the tradition for a long time. But now that there's evangelical churches and churches that don't have anything to do with the
What? Hold on. Pause.
Catholicism.
I need to ask this question because I've heard this a billion times. What's an evangelical church?
Well,
Is that like an outlier or somebody that kind of, I'm a Christian, but they're not?
No. So that term, I mean, I don't know what it's used for in the news.
It's used a lot.
In the news.
And I have no fucking clue what it means.
Again, there might be a social meaning.
You just used it.
You're going to let me answer?
No.
There might be a social meaning that I'm not as aware of because I probably just know the real meaning.
Well, I have no idea what it is. I'm wrong 100%.
Most of the time when the world when the media or like the society of the United States or Twitter or Facebook talks about evangelicals, they are being critical. They're talking about what they think is a Christian who hates gay people, is exceptionally conservative, and won't do anything liberal.
Me.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't hate gay people. But...
Right, but I mean that's the whole thing because in the Bible it says that homosexuality is an abomination to God.
Sure.
Most people who follow the Bible believe that.
Sure.
We agree with that homosexuality is an abomination to God.
Well, you got to be pretty big to say you're wrong.
That does not mean, like in my case, that does not mean that when I encounter homosexuals that they are an abomination to me.
Correct.
And that is often that's often the case with a lot of the people who don't know Christians or maybe have never met a really committed Christian who's actually committed to the Bible instead of just their own idea of Christianity.
Right.
But if all you've met is a Christian who says because you're a homosexual you're going to hell, then you haven't met a Bible believing godly Christian. A Bible believing godly Christian would say, the sin is the bad thing, but we're all able to be saved.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I got to pause you here because you just hit on a bad subject with me. And
we tried to go into this before.
We have, and I got to go into this part though because this rubs me raw. No, let's not go down that way. We're talking about God here. So I need you to talk to your friend, your buddy upstairs for me, and just let him know he got a couple things wrong. God, I'm not afraid to let him know he got something wrong.
There's no possible way that you could be misunderstanding things.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, keep going.
I will validate my point, sir. So, the last, I have one actual like on my mom and dad's side of the family, like straight brother sister stuff. I have one person left that I consider family, and that's my Indian nephew Chicken.
Okay.
Other than that, I have wrote off all 35 members of the family. They're fucking stupid.
They exist.
Correct. Now,
you're just saying you don't associate.
They don't exist to me.
Sure. You're dead to me.
They are dead to me.
Right.
Fuck them. I wouldn't piss on them if they were burning.
I got you. Yeah, you are a vengeful sort.
I gave them a second chance, and they fucked me over the second they had a chance, dude. So, no, fuck them.
You are a vengeful sort. There's no doubt about it.
Vengeful per se, but God likes that, though.
No, God says
vengeful man.
He says vengeance is mine.
Yeah.
Not yours.
Well, he might loan me some. All right. So, anyways, good. I don't want to get too far off of the subject. So, he got this one wrong. Sorry, big guy up there. You got this one wrong. When Matt the pedophile came out in Twin Falls, you know, we talked about the Colt.
I don't know what you mean by he came out.
Mr. Castration himself. Well, he came out when he had to admit it in court that he fucking raped.
You're just talking about when everything kind of came to the surface and came to light.
Well, I wrote my last, besides Jakers, I wrote my last family members off because of that. And the reason why that was my niece refused to be mad at Matt for raping a 12-year-old, could not be mad at him, and decided to actually scold people over being mad at him because God says forgiveness is number one. Well, God, you got this one wrong. The second you rape a child, You need a fucking bullet to the head. There is no forgiveness. There's no turning around. They never should be fucking forgiven. That I hear about this pillaged and stabbed with spears from this cult that I grew up with. I wish this guy was like stabbed with fiery spears. I do.
What do you mean you heard about pillaged and stabbed with spears? What do you mean?
Well, yeah, they say if you go to hell, you get raped and pillaged and stabbed with spears for all eternity.
We're in hell now, bro.
What?
We're in hell now.
This is hell?
I'm just saying hell is an existence without God. And so if you are walking this earth without the Lord, then you are definitely
Well, then I'm in hell, but I
agree with that. You are.
I still, actually, I feel like I'm in hell right now.
No, today
too,
you do, yeah.
Dude, I ripped my fucking calf muscle today. Holy Jesus.
But here's my issue with.
But what, I want to go back to that. Sorry, just let me finish my point, and then it's all you.
No.
God got this one wrong, brother. If you rape a child like that repeatedly, you don't deserve forgiveness. And I'm sorry, and this is why Bubbles and them ended up writing us off and us writing them off, because I got into it with them because they're like, you can't be mad at Matt. Well, no, fuck that. The minute you tell me that he has to be forgiven because that's what God wants and the Bible says you have to forgive all, no, you got that wrong. So now I will turn my microphone over to you, sir.
Well, I'm just wondering, like, why you're so critical of a Bible you've never read. You're going off of somebody else's interpretation of things instead of actually reading the Word of God yourself.
You can't let you talk and then ask me a question. I even pushed the microphone away so I wouldn't interrupt you.
But I mean, this is my point. This is my beef, if you want to say, with anybody who would be in your shoes saying, I don't think this is I don't think this is good for God or for Christians or whatever to think this particular way. I mean, the way you're describing it is not biblical. So I don't know what they're saying to you, because now by the time I hear this argument, it's second or third hand. I haven't had a chance to directly talk to the people you're talking to. The things that I've experienced you misunderstand so many things that I've said over the past 5 years that I can only begin to believe that you are misunderstanding what they are saying.
No, I'm not. So I will agree.
You
with
do get into fights.
No. I
misunderstand things.
I 100% not saying you're wrong there. No, you're 100% right there. What I'm saying on is this isn't just me. This was Ryan.
Yeah.
This was Jake.
This is the thing.
There was a lot of his close family members that were like,
understanding-
"What the fuck are you talking about, man?"
No, when it comes to understanding forgiveness, there's
But
not.
doesn't the Bible says ultimate for you've told me that, dude?
I'm trying to talk it over.
Well, you were asking questions.
When it comes to understanding forgiveness, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like that idea of you put 12 blind dudes in you tell them to go, you lead them up to an elephant and they're all touching different parts of the elephant. And they start describing the elephant, and one's like, it has super large, it's this big fucking trunk of a tree thing, and the other's like, no, it's really slick, and it has like a point at the end. The other's like, no, it's this snake-looking thing. It's because they're all looking at different parts of the elephant. It's all the same fucking elephant. It's just they're all looking at different parts, or they're all touching different parts of it because they're blind, so they can't see what it is. And so as they're describing it to each other, they all think they're describing something different, and so they're arguing with each other, but they're all describing the exact same thing that they can't tell is the same thing with all those different parts in it. And I think forgiveness is a lot like that, where whoever it is that you've spoken to about the forgiveness and Matt issue,
The liberal and Bubbles
is a specific piece of forgiveness that maybe they understand differently than me, or maybe that they. So this is the thing with forgiveness.
You told me. Sorry, I have to interject here. I apologize. I'm pissing him off. You guys, you can see.
You can
this
see me.
thing.
I'm just trying to figure out.
I'm just saying. I remember the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I was standing next to my desk in the shop. You were standing by the buttons. We're smoking a joint. We're watching the Rangers game, and we were talking about this exact situation. Well, I was actually talking about me calling my sister a hypocrite because she swears she follows
we've had
the
versions.
book.
Yeah, we've had versions of this
Right?
conversation.
And you say that you wouldn't hate Zayd either for being gay because someday he may flip back and not be gay anymore. And then
Well, that's not the reason I wouldn't hate somebody. I wouldn't hate somebody because of a future possibility.
Well, you have to if you live by the book of the God.
I don't. Why would you begin to say that? I mean,
because he doesn't like gay people are an abomination. Explain that one to me.
Well, first off, A man choosing to lie with another man is an abomination before the Lord.
Sure.
A woman choosing to lie with another woman is an abomination before the Lord. A man choosing to lie with an animal is an abomination before the Lord. If a man were to lie with his father's mother, is an abomination to the Lord. If he were to lie with his father's daughter, it is abomination to the Lord. Okay, so here's the point, is that there's all the Mosaic law, which is what we're talking about here, had very specific things, and it had to do with, the Mosaic law looks at it as a choice. The Mosaic law looks at it as you know your position before God. You were created as a human being to procreate other human beings with a woman if you're a man, and blah blah blah, right? So on and so forth. That's the way the Mosaic law looks at it. So this is the way you were created to do things. If you choose to go against that creation, to go against the way you were made to do, and put your dick in the asshole of a man, you've gone against God's plan. That's not what God planned for you to do. You are an abomination. You are against the will of the Lord.
Okay.
Now, the whole idea of forgiveness, let's go back to that.
All right. I'm listening.
You say somebody who rapes a child repeatedly does not deserve forgiveness.
That's correct.
I got a secret.
What?
I got a surprise for you.
What?
None of us deserve forgiveness for anything. Forgiveness is never deserved.
Okay.
Every time you've pissed your wife off and your wife chose to forgive you, you didn't deserve it.
That doesn't ever happen.
Every time I've pissed you off and you've chosen to forgive me,
that does happen.
I didn't deserve it. You chose to do it. Every time you've pissed me off and I've chosen to forgive you, you didn't deserve that forgiveness. I just chose to forgive you.
I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, carry on.
I think you've earned that forgiveness that's what's called respect, man. Over time, somebody gets heated, everybody does it, and everybody gets mad, and then you're just like, overall, this guy's a good person. Everybody has a bad day.
That's what I'm getting at, is that is not real. Forgiveness is never deserved. Forgiveness is a gift that we choose to give each other.
I think it's earned.
You saying it's transactional.
I say it's earned.
It's definitely not transactional.
Oh, I do think it's earned. But where I'm at,
and so because of that, that's what I'm saying. So you looking at forgiveness from a human perspective never will allow you to understand God's forgiveness.
Okay, but I want to cut. But I'm getting confused. So, but you told me so here's the deal. I told Why Jesus here that my sister, we were arguing over religion because she continuously throws it in my face, and I hate that.
Well, that's not respectful of her to do.
No, she's throwing it all over my Facebook page, and she's all mad. And so we get into a big thing, and I call her a hypocrite. Right?
Yeah, it's a misused word as well, but that's fine.
Well, I don't think it is a misuse.
Okay.
So if God says laying with a mammon is an abomination, right? And I would, sadly enough, a woman laying with another woman too. Although I think that's sexy as hell.
Just the idea that sex is created in a very specific way, and we've changed it as human beings. We changed sex for whatever reason, and this goes way back, thousands and thousands of years before you and I ever got here.
Sure,
people were fornicating and raping each other, and men were. I mean, the entire reason that Sodom was destroyed by God was because when God sent his angels to go talk to Lot, Abraham's nephew, the tradition of the time was you'd go into the square of the city and you would stay there unless somebody invited you in. So Lot goes out and he's like, dude, come on in. And, the guy says to the two angels, come on in. So, this is kind of a bad place. Like, I'm a little bit afraid for you. So they come into his house. It says all the men in the city, every one of them came to Lot's house and started to beat down the door because they were like, give us those new dudes that just came to town. We haven't had sex with them yet. We don't know those. We want to fuck them. Yeah, all the men in the town wanted to come and fuck the new dudes. So you know what Lot does? This is crazy. This is in the fucking Bible. Lot's like, these guys are my guests. I have 2 virgin daughters. How about I give you them instead of these guys? Because I want to save these guys from your disgustingness. I'm willing to sacrifice my 2 daughters because these are honored special guests because they were angels of God, sure. Right? So that's how bad the men were. So he throws his own daughters out to protect these guys. The very next day, God's like, get the fuck out of Sodom. I'm killing it, right? And then that's the whole fire and brimstone kills Sodom, and Lot's wife turned around, turned into a pillar of salt. So that's what I'm saying. That they had changed the idea of what sex was supposed to be to the point that they were worshiping sex. Sex was the only thing that was important to them. So that didn't, I mean, it seemed to not matter what they were having sex. I'm sure they were also having sex with animals. They were probably having sex with each other. They were having like whatever. The point is that God has created a specific thing, sexual intercourse, as a part of procreation.
Between a man and a woman.
Between a man and a woman, clearly. But then also there's a lot of messaging in the Bible that it's between husband and wife.
Okay.
And so that's where a lot of the Christians
I can follow all that.
That idea that, that as a
I
Christian,
disagree, but okay.
you don't, you wait till you're married.
I would never drive a car with.
Don't get me wrong.
I would never buy a car.
I don't personally think that I've read the Bible many times, at least a dozen or more, and I don't remember there ever being anything specifically in the Bible that says you will not have sex before marriage. It's just the idea that sex and marriage go together. Yeah. And so it definitely talks about adultery,
Sure,
which would be sex
Don't sleep with
outside
the
of
neighbor.
marriage.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I know something.
so the whole idea,
But I want to get
but
back.
just the idea of forgiveness,
But
though,
you're-
is just.
But we got to go back to what you already told me, because I listen to very few people when it comes to religion, but I do listen to what you have to say.
What did I tell
because
you?
You said ultimate forgiveness, and she's not a hypocrite. So
Well, I don't know exactly where she's coming from. What do you mean by ultimate forgiveness?
Hold on. She said so. So we're arguing about religion and all this stuff, and I call her a hypocrite because of religion, because she says she lives solely by the word of the book, right? And she is hardcore Christian, man.
One, she doesn't because nobody can, but I'm sure she attempts to.
Sure. But my question is how can she say she loves her nephew Zayd, Eli, and nephew, niece, fucking whatever it is, Roger, Hannah,
The
Doc,
reason she can say that is
Esau.
because Jesus died for them too.
So, okay, but here's the deal. You can't love your nieces and nephews if they're an abomination to God. You can't have them over to your house for dinner. You can't take care of them. You can't offer them a place to stay anytime they want. You couldn't offer to take that person in as your own child because he's an abomination of God.
You're making up rules. I don't know what you're saying that.
You say you could do that? God would let the devil himself in the door?
Love your enemies.
Okay.
Pray for those who hurt you.
Okay. So, and this is the conversation we're having. So you're defending. You're saying, yes, you could forgive them for being gay. Why?
Jesus died for them.
Okay. So
Jesus died for them just
they're
like he died for me.
So Bubbles and that fucking liberal bastard that Jake brought on my boat.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I caught that guy at salmon, dude. That pisses me off so bad.
Hey.
Anyways, moving forward, they're using. I am a vengeful prick. I have never ever said I wasn't. In fact, kind of proud that I am. Anyways, that they're using that same theory that you just said to say, hey, we get it. He raped a fucking 12-year-old 10 times, but God died for him, and we love him like a brother. Well,
Christ died for him while he was yet a sinner. Christ died for all of us while we yet sinned.
but here we go. So now we're back to
mean
this.
Christ didn't die for him.
Well, he may have, but they're saying, just like you did, is Christ died for him.
That's why I can forgive him, because Christ died.
So you're saying
meaning Christ died.
But see,
Christ
this is the
forgave.
problem, and I have a huge problem with that, and this is where he's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You can forgive Matt, that fucking child rapist, because God died for him. No, that guy does not deserve forgiveness.
I'm not just. I mean, I don't know if I can because I don't know him, and it wasn't my child. I mean, it would be very different if it was my child.
Sure.
But
Or your niece.
I would.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Right.
But the forgiveness is because I'm commanded to.
Yeah, but I'm saying he got this one wrong, bro.
Okay.
That's
your opinion.
No, it is my opinion, and I think it's the correct one. I wish I could have a talk with the guy so I could just say, hey, man, you batted 99.9%. You hit out the fucking park, but you got this one wrong, brother.
C.S. Lewis says he's a writer, very
Sure.
skilled, was a very learned writer back in the day.
Right.
He says that there are two kinds of people. There are those who say to God, your will be done. And then there are those to whom God says, your will be done.
See,
And God is saying to you, because you're not willing to say to him, your will be done, he's saying to you, okay, JC, your will be done.
well, I guess, dude, I'm just saying.
You
I'm
can
sorry,
live
dude.
life the way you want to. That's God's allowance to you.
I understand that, but this guy's raping children, brother. There's got to
He's
be
not
an
anymore.
Well, we don't know that. He's still walking
Because
around
he's
every day on
still
the
out.
street in Twin Falls, dude.
Sure. But I mean, at least
Until he
people
sees
are
his
more
sexual
wary to it.
psychoanalyzing counselor, dude, or whatever that was.
I'm sure that whatever that sickness, and I would even go as far as to say that demon that possesses people, that causes them to do sick things like that. I mean, it's not new. I mean, people have been doing sick things like that for a long, long time, and
I'm not arguing
those
any of
people
that.
exist in our culture. It's unfortunate.
What I'm arguing is they don't deserve forgiveness.
Well, that again, that's your will. You can choose not to forgive them. I can't.
So you could forgive that piece of fucking shit.
I have to.
No, you don't have to, dude. It's called kind human.
If I'm going to submit my will
So
to my
see,
Lord,
and this is why I wrote Bubbles in that
this is
freak
why I
show
don't.
off.
This is why I have to say, "Your will be done, Lord." It's not my will. It's not my call.
There
You're
should be
choosing
your
to make
call.
it your call.
I would love to. I would love to put a bullet in that motherfucker's head.
Well, I mean, that's the way following a king works. Is you submit your will to the king.
Yeah, see, and that's why I can't do religion, brother. That's wrong.
I know.
That's
you want to be your own king. I get it.
that. I'm just,
We all do.
dude. The minute that you can justify child rape, there's a problem.
Well, forgiving somebody and justifying them is not the same.
Yes, it is.
No, not at all.
What do you mean, no?
They're two
Tell me
different-
the difference
They're
between.
two different words.
Tell me forgiveness and justifying what that guy did, because you've justified what he did by forgiving him.
That's not true.
That is true.
Justification means making just. Right? And what is justice? Justification. Justice for Matt would be death.
Sure, should be.
That's justice.
Yeah.
So forgiveness is the opposite of justification. If
Okay.
I am justifying his behavior,
Yeah.
then I am saying that he is not deserving of death,
Yeah, you are saying
but
that.
he is deserving of death.
You can't say that and say you're willing to forgive him.
Forgiveness has nothing to do with what he's deserving of.
Okay, so maybe there's a miscommunication here. Explain this to me. What's the difference?
You and I are both deserving of death
Okay.
because we have erred. We have committed sins against our God. My
Sure.
God, the God we both have, whether you admit it or not.
I told you there's a higher power. I don't
So,
know which one's right.
Point being
Pretty
is that
ballsy with all the
point being-
religions out there to say you're correct.
point being is that the fact that we were born into a mindset in a world that is separated from God automatically means we are deserving of death. We can't keep his will. So the only way that we can be in communion with him and to be part of God's kingdom is to accept the fact that he paid the price, ultimate forgiveness, by dying for the things that I've done wrong, the things that Brandon, whatever his name is, done wrong, the things that you've done wrong, the things that my wife has done wrong, the things that everybody has done wrong. Jesus said the penalty for all those things, rape or lying, adultery or lusting, are all worthy of death. They all merit death. And he said, okay, I'll take that punishment. So he took the punishment for Matt already. That's how Jesus forgave him. That doesn't mean that he justified Matt. Matt can't be justified
Well,
any more than
see,
I can be justified.
I don't get that. You lose me there, man.
That's the mystery of faith and the mystery of forgiveness.
No, that's
the
a
beauty.
flaw.
That's the beauty of a God who wants a relationship with flawed humans.
Any good person, and I'm not saying anything bad about your God when I say this statement, but if God forgives a fucking child rapist, then God is wrong.
That's your
God,
call.
if you're the man, which it seems like the majority of people think you are,
That's
you
your-
got this one wrong, brother.
You are free to make the decision to not forgive Matt. That does not mean God doesn't.
Well, but I'm saying that brings God way down in my book, Brad. That's
I'm glad that your book isn't ruling things.
me too.
God's book is.
All right, we'll move forward.
God
then.
will be ruling
We have
regardless.
had our religious talk for today, but I
have a question
I
for you.
cannot believe that you could forgive that guy. I can't believe that.
I have to.
You don't fucking have to.
If I'm going to follow God, I do.
See, and this is Rhonda with the Zayd thing. No, that's a hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite, man.
Well, you're misunderstanding the word hypocrite, but
No.
that's fine. Hypocrite. What is a hypocrite?
Jesus.
You're just naming a person.
No, I'll give you an example.
I don't want an example. I'm asking you the definition of a hypocrite.
A hypocrite is something that somebody that goes by or says one thing and then chooses to do another. Meaning, God said you have to choose to live by my way and this book and the way that he's doing like you've done, or you go to hell. That's my understanding of it. In a nutshell, humor me.
Yeah, I mean, hell, again,
Sure,
is
I get
existence
it, but
without God.
You get where I'm...
You're either with me or without me.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But he himself defied the Jewish religion at the time to bring out Christianity, which would make him a complete hypocrite. Because he actually would have went against the Jewish people and went to their hell.
God himself became human and basically described to them what the law really means because he is the law.
You see what I'm saying here? That is the definition of a hypocrite. I just gave it to you, dude, and that's why I said Jesus. I don't mean it in a bad way.
You're a
but it's
stubborn
true
person.
way.
You're a stubborn person, but I continue to pray that your ears will be open to understand the gospel someday.
So, dude, I've told you, I believe there's a higher power. I do.
Right, but you don't understand the gospel.
I don't. I believe the only thing I understand about gospel is someday before I die, I want to go to one of them big black churches and I want to sing with them.
That would be fun, yeah.
Oh, dude, I really, and that is 100%
Well, I assure you what
honest.
will
I would
happen
just
before you
love
die
that,
is you
man.
will stand before your maker.
I will, and if that's the case, dude, and you know what? I promise you 100% right now, if I'm standing at those pearly gates.
Well, I don't think it's going to be that, but you're going to stand before God.
Peter's the guy at the pearly gates, right? Isn't he
There's
the
nothing
guy?
in the Bible that indicates that.
Well, the things I've seen.
Yes. They're all fictional.
Sure. But if I'm standing at those gates in front of him and God,
Okay.
and God says, hey, man, if you're willing to change your mind about Matt Brander and forgive him, we'll give you a pass on all that horrible other shit you done let you in. I'd say, sorry, dude, send me down. I ain't doing that. That guy's a fucking douchebag.
Well, okay. I think you're translating that God forgives people by saying that they are part of his kingdom. And that's not true. Matt Brander is not part of God's kingdom.
Oh, he absolutely is.
Well, he isn't.
According to him and everybody else in the world, he is.
Wait, not me.
What do you mean?
Who do you mean everybody else in the world?
Oh, any Christian?
No.
He grew up and was raised Christian, studied Christian,
Doesn't
loves
matter.
his God, stays with
He's-
his God.
He's clearly not following the Lord.
We've all broke the rules according to you.
Yeah, we have. And,
Well-
and how many of us are continuing to
And
break
it doesn't matter what the rule is. It doesn't matter if you break a Coke or rape a child, you get forgiven. I have an issue with that.
the rules? That's not what you're saying is not the same thing.
What do you mean?
No, God chooses to take the price of your sin
Sure.
and offer forgiveness to you. You have to repent.
Okay. So he says he's sorry.
But that's not repenting.
That is repenting.
No, repentance is turning 180 and stopping what you're doing.
Well, yeah.
Turning towards God and start walking towards God instead of and away from the thing that you were doing.
Sure, but they do this like 3 seconds before they die.
No. If Matt Brander right now chooses to repent,
Right.
then he can be part of God's kingdom, just like
Right.
we all can if we choose
See,
to
and
repent.
that's where I'd say, God, you got it wrong, brother. No, Matt did something unforgivable, dude.
Nothing's unforgivable.
Even it is though.
It's like
Even
blaspheming the Holy Spirit, apparently.
even
Whatever that means.
well, I've been blasphemous. That's probably a bad thing. Anyway, but even down to nature, dude. You give a little zebra to a fucking lion. A little. What would a zebra be? I wonder. Echo. What's the name of a baby zebra? Like, is it a colt?
Yeah, it would be a cold.
Is it a colt? Because they're not
A baby
horses.
zebra is called a foal.
A foal.
And now, zebras aren't cold-blooded. They're warm-blooded mammals like horses.
Really?
But they're not like horses, is what I said.
But they are warm blooded.
They are warm. Well, I think all animals are warm-blooded. That makes
Not reptiles.
They're not animals. They're reptiles.
Oh, I thought animal was the bigger
No.
generic
Uh-uh.
term.
No, that's the difference between a whale and a fish. A whale's an animal.
Echo?
A fish is a fish.
Are reptiles considered animals?
No, they're reptiles.
Yes, reptiles are definitely animals. They're tetrapod vertebrates with about 12,000 species, including
you're saying
turtles,
the difference between reptiles
crocodilians,
and
snakes, and lizards.
I need another joint. You got me all flustered because
got y'all.
you do. I have a real problem with the fact that you're willing to forgive me.
Here's
dude.
the
I do.
thing.
I have an issue
JC,
with that. That guy is a
JC,
fucking piece of fucking garbage.
JC, You don't have to forgive Matt. I'm not.
I know I will
and
not forgive.
I don't feel good at all about what he's done, and my forgiveness really doesn't matter because I mean I'm not put in a position where I have to forgive or not forgive
Right.
because I don't have any kind of a relationship with Matt.
I get that.
So, but here's the thing: if you want to truly understand what God's trying to do with His people and how the forgiveness really works, read the Bible and then come back to me and with your complaints. Like I'm just trying to explain what I understand.
I tried to
read
the Bible.
Read His
dude.
Word.
I tried.
Read the book of John. Start there.
Between my attention deficit disorder that I'm not like big into that, but I
You can sit here and watch people talk about news shit for hours.
Yes, the dyslexia gets me, dude. I figured it out. You figured it out.
Audio Bible.
I could do maybe I'll do audio Bible on Thursday when I head down to Twin Falls.
There you go. Do that.
I want you to know you are the first person, Caleb, that has actually made me talk about religion with Angie to try to understand it a little bit better, and it's because of how you addressed it. Until today, all that forward movement is gone. Really?
Just because I'm trying to understand forgiveness?
No, just because you're willing to going back to the lions and tigers and zebras. You can take a fold and give it to a lion, and that lion won't let anybody touch that thing, and it will raise that zebra until it's big enough it can eat it. But
Sounds like humans.
Yeah, but as a baby, that thing will go untouched. That lion will die to protect that zebra baby, even though she plans on eating it as an adult. She will die to the death to protect that baby because there's one universal thing in this world. You protect babies and you protect children. And when you have somebody that violates that right, there is no forgiveness. There is only death. That's the only thing that needs done here is 100% death. That guy's a fucking scumbag. And I just, like I said, all of the work that you have done and all of that progression you have done and just destroyed right there, man. Really, I don't get it.
I do not disagree with your statement. He deserves death. Absolutely.
He doesn't deserve forgiveness, dude. That guy.
Nobody does. I just said that. Nobody fucking deserves forgiveness. You fuck.
Everybody deserves. Jesus, I'm so fucking confused now.
Nobody deserves forgiveness.
Oh, you give me a headache.
That's a choice. Forgiveness is a choice made by God, made by Jesus, made by you, made by me. We choose to forgive.
It's horrible.
You've forgiven plenty of people in your life. That's the only way you've maintained relationships.
I don't have many relationships.
But the ones you have maintained, you've chosen to forgive.
I
people.
have. Probably one of them. I will forgive you for not forget. No, I don't know that I can do that, dude. That's going to be a mark on you permanently. So
I don't really need your forgiveness or your approval.
You do.
I enjoy your friendship.
I enjoy you. I enjoy your brotherhood, man. But you're wrong on this one. Okay.
I say I don't need your forgiveness or approval to enjoy your friendship. That's just the way it is. I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You're wrong on this one, man.
However, I do have a question.
Yeah. I got no fucks to give, man. No, really.
That's a fun one.
When we talk about Matt, I got no fucks to give.
Less than the Are You Tired?
Oh yeah, this is way better too.
What's it called? Do you ever get
tired? Yeah.
Well, I think you like the messaging in this
I
song.
love the
but that other song is a better feeling groove.
That's got a nice groove.
For sure, yeah.
Oh yeah,
but this is cool. This is like just a super quick blues jam.
Fits my life today, right?
Or for the past month.
And I'm gonna, exactly. But on that note, we're gonna switch off of religion, and I'm gonna speak about my new favorite song. I got no fucks to give here, because
I have another question as well. If you have a minute.
Is it religion or
no?
Okay. Hold your presence.
It was something I was going to introduce long before you even came up with the religious.
I didn't even know we were going there, but apparently we did.
That's what I like about our conversation.
Yes. So, Steve, this is for you, Stevie.
Oh, yes.
I had a conversation with our attorney this morning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was great.
I was going to say, was it profitable?
Yeah.
Was it a good
No, it wasn't profitable.
Well, I mean, was it beneficial?
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to say.
You have 7 days, Steve. 7 days. And then my attorney says...
That's 1 week.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. My attorney says I can release the cop videos, and I can release who you are, and I can release who your company is.
No shit.
And all that shit. So
why is that? What's with the 7 days?
Well, basically, they're giving us the fucking runaround. I can't get into the stuff, right?
Yeah.
and we've given them 7 days to straighten their fucking shit out.
Okay.
Okay,
That's the time period they have.
correct.
Yeah.
And at the end of 7 days, if I never talk to Steve again, or about Steve again,
Okay.
yeah,
Got no fucks about it.
I got no fucks to give,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what next Friday is, brother. Or then 1 week from now.
Okay.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Okay.
Tuesday. I'll
1
tell
week
you
from
what this
today is next Tuesday.
Fuck
yeah.
Steve Tuesday. And
Okay.
I just thought there is
It's
a
a
Tuesday.
special Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Oh, that's
maybe
yeah.
we'll have Taco Tuesday and fuck Steve in the ass Tuesday. We'll send him down that
Fuck
trail.
Steve, Taco Tuesday.
Fuck Steve, Taco Tuesdays, baby. Yeah, baby. So get ready, Steve, because I'm going to turn it up to level 2. You already found out what level 1 is. And a lot of people were like, holy fuck, that was just 1.
Turn it up a notch.
Mine go to 11, brother. Mine go to 11. Why? Because I got no fucks to give.
But it goes to 11.
Is it? Yeah, I got no fucks to give. And the sustain on my guitar is just like, whoa. Yeah.
Go out and have a bite to eat and come
It's like,
back
right,
and say,
yeah. Fuck you, Steve. 1 week, motherfucker. 1 week. Maybe I'll go live. Maybe you call in and we can talk about it together over the air. How about that one, big guy?
Live.
Call up his store and talk to the lady at the counter. Oh, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be so
Could
good.
be entertaining.
Hey, could you put me on the loudspeaker, please?
Put me on speaker.
Yeah, I think the guys in the lot that listen to my show now would like to hear this one.
Put me on speaker.
We'll go live. They can call in. Give me your favorite story about Steve.
Do we have the ability to take the podcast live?
Fuck yes, we do.
Is that wise?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's
right.
with us. No.
Yeah, no, all right.
No, I use that delete section.
Yeah.
No, I don't actually. I let it play. But there's been times
No,
like
yeah,
when
just
we,
in case.
well, when we were talking with Ryan, right?
And
They
it
were-
wasn't quality.
Yeah, if Chris would have said we can't play this section, I could have taken that out. Right? I try not to do.
There do have to be
This
times.
is a raw store,
Yeah.
or a raw show. We like it raw.
It's always live to us.
It's always better raw. It's always live to us,
Yeah.
and it's always live to them the first time they hear it.
Yeah, well, not really, but it's the first
Sure,
time they've heard
it's live to them.
it. Again,
I have a live
def-
launch on.
not the definition. But,
Oh, here we go. Okay, so
but yeah, it's live as
now
far as
you
the
had something
podcast
to
launch.
ask me.
So here's my question.
Yep.
Do you
No, I got no folks to give.
do you have a fuck to give?
None.
Do you have some tow companies that are reputable? And,
I do.
And do you know of a tow company you think I could get to be here early Friday morning to pick up my toolbox and take it to Oregon City so that I could get down to work at like, I don't know, 7:30 in the morning? Can you
Yeah.
schedule a tow truck to come and pick up a box?
Well, no, I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
Like,
just
do you-
trying to think if there's a way I can get a train and we'll just. Oh, I won't be here.
Well, because I was thinking with a flatbed tow truck, they
Right,
could
yeah.
just winch it up.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time.
Yeah, right.
It's like
And then
70.
just
Typically,
strap
it's
tie
70. Remind me after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I figure this would be a good conversation on the podcast.
Max. You're right. Max. Max at Elite Towing. Great guy. You know, I'll never forget.
Elite.
Elite.
Is Aaron Rodgers elite? No. What was the question? Is Joe Flacco elite?
Elite. Yeah, no. Flacco's a goddamn
But
statue.
the dude's
of
been
liberty.
in the NFL forever.
He's a tough bastard.
He's a
I
tough
won't argue that,
bastard.
but he is not elite.
He still comes in and wins games.
He does have one Super Bowl though with Baltimore.
Yeah, and he comes. He's still like whatever team he ends up going to, he'll come in and win you a game, man.
Did he win another Super Bowl for somebody? No, that was the
No.
ginger, the beard man. Was that
So,
the beard? Who was it?
The first Super Bowl that Baltimore. Well, not the first.
Who
one,
was it? Nick
yeah, the
Foles.
first-
Was it him that came in and
For
won?
Philly?
Yeah, and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like played 2 games.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Big. Big. What was that? Big Dick Nick.
Yeah.
That's what they called it.
So, anyways, Max at Elite Towing, people of Portland. You know, this guy. I remember this kid. He walked into my store on Sandy.
Oh,
I'd been in business for a couple of years, maybe. And his name was Max, and he is a real up and goer, and he had himself a tow truck. And he slapped a business card down on my table, and he said, "I'm your new tow guy.
nice.
Yeah, I just opened my own business, and I need accounts, $50 a tow. There you go."
Bam.
You know what? It was the first tow guy I ever used when my customers like, That guy was really nice.
No shit.
Yeah. And now I think he's got like, it's been like 18 years. I think he's got like 30 trucks.
No, he's got like a
big
fleet.
Unfortunately, you don't get to talk to Max anymore.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Because
he's probably older now.
You know how that is. Yeah, sure. We all are.
Yeah.
But to this day, I don't think I've ever had a complaint about their towing agency.
Nice.
So, but where I was going
Shout
with that
out
is
Max.
Max at Elite Towing for Portland people. Absolutely.
Elite.
I've dealt with a lot of tow companies, especially Rose City Towing. they dealt with the wrong fucker, didn't you?
Yeah.
He found out what kind of an asshole I can be. Steve, I only went to level 1 with him. I bought his business name. I'm next. You've pissed me off, man. That's a really bad thing. Anyways, so they used to be a thing. It was like $75 is what they charge you. Yeah, and you can put all your boxes on there and shit.
Yeah, I just need to get the big roll cab.
Well-
that's the heavy one that I can't really move. Even if I could forklift it on to something here, I wouldn't have a forklift there.
Do they have a scissor rack there, or a four post?
I mean, I don't know. No, it's just all twin posts.
Oh, as I said, if they have a 4-post, what you do is you just back onto the yellow ramp on their scissor rack.
Yeah.
And you just roll it off your truck onto that.
Yeah, if they had. Yeah,
But they don't have that. You could 2-post it with a tow strap.
yeah, no.
All right, well, I'll tow it. Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Well, I got a paper or two. I got a few.
Based on the time, I got to take a break.
All right, well then let's take a break. Yeah, I got to take a break. Hey, I want to put this out there.
Put it out there.
This makes me sad.
Oh, sorry.
No,
Wrong vibe.
Not really sad. Well, actually, I am kind of sad over this. I have a 1941 Ford Dually. Very little rust, very clean truck, and it just can't make the trip to Idaho with me. This is a piece of American history.
It is in many pieces.
It is, but that's how these trucks are.
But it's not
But
put together.
there is
It's using-
very, very little rust. It's a rolling chassis is what it's called.
It is a rolling chassis.
Yes.
And then all the other parts.
Yes, I will not
could
be
be put
giving you the
together.
flathead V8 with it because that's worth about 12 grand by itself.
Oh,
But the truck itself is going to get hauled down to a junkyard, and this makes me very sad. I want a free. Somebody come take this one. Free, really. It's beautiful. I give you all the fenders with it and stuff. You can even sell it for a profit if you want. I just don't want to haul a piece of American history to a junkyard.
Sure.
But unfortunately, I may have to.
Yeah.
So if you are listening to this podcast,
it is cool.
and if you know anybody that might be interested in this, just like I said, even long enough just to take it and sell it.
Yeah.
Please get hold of me because just like I said, this is a piece of American history. I don't need any fucking money for it, man. Really, it's yours. I'll let you know. I got about $2 grand invested in the thing with the tow and all that shit. Come get it and save it, and it's yours. So, anyways, on that note, what kind of music we in for? Well, maybe we should do something in what's here we go.
Here we go.
I got one for you. This is for the truck, man.
Oh, okay.
We'll play this one for the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go, everybody.
Don McLean.
Yeah, let's go take a break, shall we? Here we go. We'll be right back.
No.
41 Ford Dually, fat butt, man. Come on. It's a rolling chassis, tranny rear end, everything
right
works
back.
great. We'll be right back.
That's a good song for that, actually. Good call. It's a good song.
I like the song for sure. People would figure it would work. Put the pedal to the levee. What did you say?
Took my Chevy to the levee, but
Yeah,
the levee
it
was dry.
dry. Yeah. I couldn't take one more step.
Yeah, that's a good.
I like that song. I heard it forever. Well, that was a fun episode. I'm a little different.
Not the way I expected it to go.
No, I still don't forgive you for that, though, and I still think you're extremely wrong for that.
Oh, being honest.
I can't get past that one, dude. I can't.
It's all right.
Bye. Oh, Cups kid's here, I think. That or my car guy's here. Somebody's here in a silver car. And then get old boy, thinking whiskey run. Saying this will be the day that I die. This will be the day that I die.